What's up, dudes?
Hey, we're back again.
Week 2, didn't get fired.
Yeah, no one got fired.
I was actually thinking about adding somebody. I was talking to him about it yesterday. Nick Kuntz. But he's like,
He's a surgeon, dude.
he's a surgeon, and then he started talking. He started talking about college football, and I was like, "Whoa, dude, you don't know anything. You really don't know." I'm like, maybe you can step your way in.
Maybe listen to a couple episodes.
Was he talking about the wing T? You know,
No, he was just like,
Wishbone.
well, he's like, why doesn't Boise State enter the Pac-12? I was like, get out.
Oh my gosh.
Get out.
This
I don't
guy.
know. Not like we know a lot, but we've seen enough dumb articles to know more than just the basic.
Yeah.
Dude, I honestly, I know it was never going to happen, but getting into the Pac-12 really frustrated me that we could never even crack into it. Even though people said we had a chance at getting into it for a long time, it just kind of bugs me.
The craziest thing to me was that we kind of for a long time always felt like we were on the doorstep. And then they seriously started.
We were never on the doorstep.
No, they seriously started considering expansion candidates once USC and UCLA left, right? And all these names got floated out, and we touched on it a little bit last week. And it was like Boise State was nowhere to be seen on any of those
Were we
lists.
on the doorstep in 2013? When we beat,
I don't think we were ever on the doorstep because they weren't looking. But if something happened like what happened last year where UCLA, USC leave,
we could have made.
Then I
like
think-
2014.
So back to what we were saying, I think we're on the top of the world.
Let's
We've had a
not
lot better
forget,
chance.
we were in the Big East.
We were in the Big East.
We
Sure
dominated
did.
that conference.
Dude, never
I
lost.
don't remember losing anybody.
Hey, FYI,
Didn't.
you're listening to the Shirts and Skins podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's important. Yeah, shirt and skins.
Shirt skins. Everybody's on team shirts today.
Still.
Still wearing shirts.
We got a few more weeks. Yeah.
Crispy.
You know, if we were ever going to do a skins day, a non-video day would be that
we don't
day.
have video yet.
Like,
I'm
and
envisioning,
would it get censored if we did? That would be a problem.
you should know I'm envisioning both of you with your shirts off.
It's not pretty.
It's going to be a rough
It's
one.
really not pretty. If that's, although in college there was this marketing teacher that I had, and he was like, there was this. No, that was finance.
That's finance.
Anyway, I think it was McDonald. Anyway, he said that one time, I wasn't in this class, but he said there was this project that they did a presentation on a nudist colony. And then the three guys came out in just a towel. And they did the whole presentation just a towel. And they said at the end, they said, by the end of our presentation, did you even notice that we were still in the towel? Like, people just like at some point just get used to how flabby and old we are. So if we were doing shirts and skins by the end, if you talk long enough, people wouldn't be super grossed out.
Do I get used to that though?
I don't think they're getting.
There's only one way to share it.
Sticking out around.
Well, you got to
enough
listen to
get
us
used
long
to
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen. But we'll see. We'll see.
We could ease into it.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, thanks for joining. Leave us a comment.
If you're new to the show, everybody's new to the show. Like,
We're 2 episodes deep now.
okay, that's true.
You're probably new to the show.
You're new to the show.
But
Welcome.
if you think we're idiots, if we have a take you don't agree with, let us know.
Yeah. Please
Hit us up on Twitter at Shirts Podcast.
I would love to kind of get those. Get those comments and then discuss.
Yeah, I'm
right?
sure there's some
the
BYU
next time.
fans, maybe some U of I fans, some other fans that
Do
disagree.
U of
with
I
our
fans
take.
still hate us?
I don't know. I'm sure they do. They have
Maybe
to.
they can tell us.
They have
There's
to.
you know
Dude,
what?
it
It
does.
started to creep up a little bit the last couple of weeks because of some of the scheduling things going on. And I, for one, am all for. I think we should schedule University of Idaho. I know that there's a pretty loud.
Yeah, why not?
There's a lot of people that don't, and I know there's a history
Okay,
there.
I
think
don't.
we should do it.
I
Why?
don't. You
don't
Why
think-
not?
Why? I don't want to lose to them.
We're not.
And it's like we gain nothing by playing them, and I don't want to lose. We lost to Tulane or Tulsa. We'll lose to anybody.
UTEP. You lost to UTEP.
We'll lose to anybody.
Dude,
That's the thing.
You made it
We don't.
Possible.
You make it sound like we did lose to everybody.
We could.
No.
Dude. If last year we could have lost to anybody. We literally could have lost
with
to
Plow
and so,
and
dude,
Hank.
If
power combo.
If they win once, It's like them winning 10 straight.
So we don't play them every
them.
year. We don't go to the Kibbe Dome. We play them because, okay, the scheduling philosophy
What's the
now
benefit? Give me a benefit.
Okay, I think we're planning to talk about Jeremiah Dickey. He's got a phrase: 6 games, 6 sellouts. Okay, how many games we sold out?
I don't know.
Not many lately.
He also has a philosophy where he wants to schedule 1 FCS game every year going forward. Okay, so here's my thing. I don't love playing FCS games, but if you're going to schedule them, it might as well be U of I. It's a sellout, guaranteed. You make sure that you don't.
Would U of I play us only at Boise State?
Absolutely. Now, every year, no. But should we schedule them every few years? I think we should.
Yeah.
And every few years, it decreases the chance of losing, first of all, your fear. But secondly, if we lose to them,
I do fear that.
we don't deserve to do anything that year if we lose to U of I. They're
Dude, I
an
don't wanna
FCS
hear
program.
it.
We're
I
not
don't know
going to
that-
we're not going to lose to them, first of all. But secondly, it would be you know what? I miss not having a rival.
Angry fans?
A rival.
That's true.
Yeah, because
Kinda
BYU.
had-
Okay, but they're
bitch.
not a rival, though.
But
They're not a rival.
The problem was we were always
Okay,
a
how about this?
rival with
Why
them.
not Idaho State?
Oh,
No
boy.
one cared.
Oh,
Brandon, come
no.
on.
Whatever.
You
It's the
is
same
not a
Go sit
thing.
down with Kuntz. Go sit down with Kuntz. Dude.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Idaho
Bengals-
State
Same
is
thing as
not
an
the same
FCS
thing.
team.
There was never any history.
They could still
Okay, they
dude.
did the globe of
Everybody from
death on us.
Pocatello would come over
Idaho
and
State
sell it out.
Did the globe of death on us.
Losers.
Globe of Death.
Yeah.
Tell me about the
You
Globe
Was
of
that
remember
when
the
they
Globe of
Death? I
like
don't
get the
remember.
kickoff?
Yeah, they
and
get the
do all
kickoff.
sorts-
They do the circle.
Okay.
This was at Holt Arena.
That's actually kind of a cool play.
This was long
It's actually
time
kind
ago.
of a cool play.
Dude,
I would like to
no.
see that.
So, but I'm serious. I think we should play University of Idaho every few years in Boise. It would be a sellout, and quite frankly, I don't mind the banter back and forth between fan bases. I think it's kind of fun. People get their, I don't think it's vicious. I don't think it's vicious in any. I don't think
Nasty.
it is. It get nasty,
Inebriated.
I got it. But I don't know. I'd like to see it. If we're playing an FCS team, I'd love to see. I mean, we're playing North Dakota this year at 10 a.m.
Who cares?
We could be 0-2
Wait,
going
is it-
into that game.
that's early?
There might be 22,000 people in the stands. It's like a 10 a.m. game.
Do I actually like 10 a.m. games? Because you could tailgate and have breakfast.
Man.
I like that. Like I'm down with that.
Crunch.
No,
And-
no,
Bacon, eggs.
like bacon, eggs, and like
Sausage.
a chili.
And finish
There's
off
one chili.
with North Dakota. Right?
Yeah.
If we're scheduling FCS, I think it should be a rotation between local, like fairly local teams. U of I,
In fact-
ISU, Weber State, maybe Eastern. I think Eastern.
Maybe
Washington's
we
on schedule.
should broadcast breakfast broadcast
Dude, heck yeah.
shirts and skins.
Yeah. On
For our
location.
breakfasting. That'd be kind
On
of fun.
location.
Anyway,
Do you know the North
power.
Dakota mascot?
No.
is it a bison?
No, that's North
that's-
Dakota State.
Yeah, North Dakota State, they're
so
legit.
sorry.
These are the Fighting Hawks.
Oh, geez, we're screwed.
So
Yeah.
Huh. Anyways. I
yeah,
think we're planning on that.
I agree.
Are you with me?
Schedule U of I.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of losing. Maybe I should be, but
Should be.
Well, all the ex-BSU players, if you see like on Twitter and stuff, a lot of them want to schedule
yeah,
that game too,
it's gonna sell out. People will go to the game.
and it'll be fun, and we'll kill them. We will
Yeah.
kill them. I mean, yeah. So, anyways, I think that game should be on the schedule. I actually think it will be. I'm hot take right here. Before the end of this,
Hold on, let me flag it.
Flag.
yeah, before the end of this not calendar year, but before this time next year, in the next 12 months, we will announce a game with University of Idaho in Boise.
Whoa.
Okay, yep.
You heard it here.
I think it's going to happen.
first.
Yep.
Today's August
gonna
22nd.
This is why you listen to the podcast.
Today's August 22nd.
Okay, mark it down. We need. We
Wait,
actually-
what do you get if we don't?
You know,
what
we
if you
need
get
to
if
do-
no? What if it doesn't
Yes,
happen?
We need to do that. We need
He
to mark
has to do
down
a
our hot
podcast
takes.
with his shirt off.
Okay.
No,
I'll do
come
it.
on, more than that. Give me more than that. I want more than that. I don't know why I want more than that. You need to have like no, dude. Who was it? Idaho? You have to wear an Idaho Speedo.
Oh gosh.
Ugh, no, an Idaho branded. An Idaho. You have to wear it. You have to wear an Idaho gear to a Boise State game.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Do you accept that?
I'm gonna think about that. Holy cow.
That's
We
big.
do need to think about that though. Some of our takes and mark them down.
Come on, dude.
and revisit them.
There needs to be some punishment. Otherwise, that like hot take means
Yeah,
nothing.
no, I like that. That's a tough one though.
I think for our year in review show, we'll go through all the hot takes that
That's a
did
good
or
idea.
didn't pan out.
I wonder if I could do this. Ping.
All
That's a hot take. We need more hot takes. We need more hot punishments.
What does that mean?
Dude, hot take deserves a hot punishment.
Oh, yeah.
Hot reward? No. There's no real reward. It's just a risk.
Oh, there's no reward.
Well, that's the thing with like making predictions. Anybody can go on Twitter and make a prediction.
True.
Right? Because if it didn't happen, it's like, meh.
Okay.
I don't know.
I kind of like both the hot reward and the hot punishment. We'll figure that out.
Okay.
Matt, you have a segment?
Yeah, I think we'll get to it. I'm going to put it on hold
This
for a
is a
little
big
bit.
surprise.
Yeah.
I had to. They had to, define segment for me a little bit ago. So we got it. We're good. But I'm excited for it.
I do have. I don't know if you were going to bring this up at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bucket list item, sort of. This isn't like a bucket list thing where I have to. It has to happen, or else I'm not going to be happy in my life. But I have something that I would love to do, and it is this. Boise State got a new video board. Have you seen it?
I've seen pictures. Yeah.
Sure.
Have you driven by it? It's pretty big.
Not since they put the finishings, but yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
It looks sweet.
A lot of pictures on social media right now.
People are excited.
It looks sweet. Like it's a significant addition.
Yeah.
You can't not notice it. I've always wanted to play NCAA college football on a video board that big. You know what I mean? Like sit down on the field and like play like a tournament would be sweet.
But like that, I think about the
2006,
like the distance
2007.
you are from it. Does it really? I mean, I know it'd be cool, but does it feel that big? Does it?
I don't know.
I
I
guess
want
with
to try
stadium
it.
sound. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be sweet.
Oh yeah, they'd have this.
Maybe at halftime
just
they
thought-
do the. What was the thing they do on the video board? The race.
The printer race, the Boise Office Equipment printer race. I actually like that
BOE,
one.
man.
I actually like
Always
that
go
one.
blue or
Wasn't there like a hot dog race thing too?
I don't know.
They shoot the hot.
I've always wanted to do
the
that.
hot dog launcher.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
In high school, we used to like go to the videotech room on weekends sometimes, and we would play tournaments
Yeah.
with NCAA football 02.
Projector.
There would be a projector. And I was like, dude, if you could do this at a stadium, how sweet would that be?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a cool addition. Didn't Melaleuca donate that?
4.5 million, I believe, and they donated the money for it.
Is
I wonder
that-
what they got for that.
Absolutely.
I wonder what
So
they
their
got.
name, they did just get it in this week. Their name is up top. It says Melaleuca, really
So
nice.
it's
and big.
advertising?
Yeah, I mean that's why. I mean
Wonder if he
Albertson
got a
Stadium, whatever.
What-
Yeah, I don't know. They may have
What
got
other
something.
local companies are gonna?
Dude,
Pony up.
I'll tell you.
Who should?
So-
I remember
That's a
I remember having this conversation when the naming rights went out. So I'll name a couple of large companies here. If you guys
Go
could probably
ahead.
add
Yeah.
to this.
Go
How
ahead.
about this? Let me throw it out to you.
This is a-
Chobani Stadium.
Yeah, where you at?
Chobani. Yeah, I haven't seen Chobani anywhere at Boise State. And who
Right?
knows? I mean, I don't know.
They probably don't care.
They have any
But still,
sort of-
they're a large company in Magic Valley.
Yogurt.
Yogurt, large company in Magic Valley. Here we go. This has always bugged me. This has literally always made me angry.
Adam and Eve. No.
No. J.R. Simplot. What? J.R. Simplot. $2.2 billion. Right? That's how much money he had before he passed away. All that money went to his snot-nosed kids or whatever. His kids.
Hey,
His kids. His kids.
Hey.
They're nice
They
kids.
could be
They're good
listeners.
kids. They're good kids.
I apologize.
They've done a lot. Here's the deal. Give $100 million to Boise State and you have $1.9 billion.
You still have a bunch left over.
Am I wrong?
No.
they did. I mean, yeah, they've
What-
given
Do
a
that.
lot.
Why not just do that? Like, why is that so hard?
So it's
T-Boone
our job to tell people-
T-Boone Pickens did that at Oklahoma State.
Did T Boone go to Oklahoma State? Like Phil Knight went to Oregon, right? And he's like, the problem here is that we have all these companies and a lot of people that have made a lot of money. Very few of them
Went to Boise State.
Went to
Dude,
Boise State. and
JR
actually
was
have-
active
He was
at
in
Boise
Idaho.
State for a while.
and
Like,
they've given a lot of money to the university,
Not enough.
but
Not 100 million. Not 100 million.
Yeah.
If you are one of those companies, though, are you giving, like, let's say Chobani, they went to
So let's keep
Oregon
going.
State.
Let's keep going. Micron. I know they've done a building. They've done the engineering building. But, you know, they could pony up. Dude, Micron's going
and
big
they're
now
going
with
big.
chips.
well, yeah, the Appleton, the tennis.
Okay,
you know,
garbage.
but he's passed away.
That's
And
true.
he was a BSU alum. He
Yeah.
was a tennis player, right?
Brandon's gone.
Dude, I want more, bro. I want
he
more. They
died.
could do
He
more.
died.
I know. That was actually really very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad. In
So
fact,
actually, I have some inside info here about the naming rights, if you want to hear it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
what inside info do
It's
you
only
have?
like
Are
8
you
years
allowed
old.
to say this?
I don't know. So talk to someone close in this company. Okay, close to the
To
top.
Albertsons.
Nope.
To this new company.
Sensi.
Oh, Sensi. Yeah, of course.
They were one day away from it being named Sensi.
And I would have loved that.
So from what I heard, now of course but I heard this from someone directly in the company, not 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4. That and I'm not trying to throw her under the bus, but the night before they were going to sign it, what's the owner's name again?
Orville Thompson.
Orville Thompson's wife said she didn't have a good feeling about it.
Oh, well, were they going to
Scrapped
offer
it.
more money?
Scrapped it. No, I don't know. I don't know if it was more money or less money. Albertsons ended up getting it, but it was almost Sensi.
I'm okay
But
between-
here's the thing about Sensi, and I think Orville's a great guy, and have they done anything for Boise State?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But that's a local. I don't think did he go to Boise State? No, he probably went to BYU or Utah or something. But that's the problem is that you don't have people like down south or whatever that actually bleed blue like us schmucks here.
Okay. Well, you know what it
You know
does?
what I mean?
It takes generations to get there.
It does.
Right?
It does.
And so,
But, anyways.
well, I don't know. There's other companies. I'm trying to think of the best ones. So Micron, St. Luke's, you can go hospital route.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Their names all over the place.
Names all over the place.
They're always at Panda
Idaho
Express.
Central.
My weekly visit to Panda Express always asks me for $1 for St. Luke's Children's Hospital.
Idaho Central. Credit union.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot.
They're doing a
They
lot.
want. I bet you they
don't know if
want
they've
it
done anything
bad.
through Boise.
Well, they got locked out, dude. And in fact,
Or
can
are
I
they
tell
a bunch
you this?
of U of I grads?
No.
They got their name
No,
on the
no.
University
They
of
just
Idaho.
went up north recently, though.
Right.
Just recently. But insider knowledge, since we're throwing it out,
All right.
okay? Apparently, Idaho Central wanted the naming rights to the basketball court, and the aforementioned prior AD.
Absy.
No.
Yeah, he went, for whatever reason, he went to Mountain West. And he didn't give Idaho Central a chance. And Idaho Central like, no, we would have paid good money for that.
Dude,
And
Idaho
he
Central
gave it
is
to,
everywhere.
they're everywhere. And
High
so they're
school.
trying to get into, and that's why the guy that I was talking to this about, they sponsor him because he does shows in the events. And they were like trying to claw their way back into BSU because that's where their marketing dollars want to be spent at. Yeah, Idaho Central.
Yeah, I like Idaho
taking
Central.
over.
Great bank, too. Or
They are a good bank for
credit
sure.
union.
What are the other larger companies in Idaho? I'm trying to think. Amazon was the 4th largest employer for a bit.
Walmart.
That
Yeah. What about our buddy Tommy Alquist? His, Ball Venture
Yeah,
Alquist.
Ball
their
Venture
names.
Alquist, that's not
a lot of
a bad
money in that
idea.
company, but I don't. And I see like him post things like on Twitter about with Coach Avalos coming and whatever. So I think they're involved in some regard, but I don't see their name. They're not forward facing in any way.
All right,
I
I'm going
wonder
to give
if
you
they're
guys.
working on something.
I'm going to give you guys these. Okay, I'm going to give you guys these companies, and you tell me if you like them. Largest companies in Idaho: Micron Technology. Already said that.
Yeah.
Here's how could you imagine this name on the stadium? Albertsons. It's already on there. Let's keep going. Boise Cascade, Idaho Power. Nope. Simplot. It's dumb that they don't have it already on there. Lamb Weston, Hecla Mining, Melaleuca, Idaho Central, Agribeef, Amalgamated Sugar. Oh, here's a good one.
Here we go.
Winco Foods.
Yeah, Winco, they're
Winco.
local.
Yeah, they're local. They're based out of Idaho.
Winco.
Their employees are busy becoming millionaires, right? Didn't I hear that?
true.
You worked there
That's
for a
true.
while.
It's
They
true.
got the-
Become a
they're all-
grocer and-
so they're
or a
probably not
cashier.
giving money to Boise State.
Oh, dude, Clearwater Analytics, bro.
They're local. They probably
They're
have
a
some
large
money.
one.
Yeah.
They have a ton of money.
I mean, so half of those companies you see their name around at Boise, but the other half you don't. And I don't know. I mean, again,
Is Lamb Weston around?
Yeah.
I thought I've seen it.
They're based
down
in
in
Eagle.
Yeah.
I know, but like with Boise State or any advertising,
Oh,
I thought I've
I
seen
don't know.
them.
I feel like I've heard that name, Lamb Weston, at the stadium. I really do.
No relation
But
to me.
I don't see it anyway. Yeah, that's too bad.
Lamb with a B.
Yeah, it's a B.
You're not
Yeah.
heir to the throne of the Lamb West. That's too bad.
So that kind of
Someday,
ties.
maybe.
So who are we to tell businesses or people how to
How
spend
much-
their money? But it ties in a little bit to
For you to give $1 million to the school, how much
do you
money
have to have?
do you need to have? Like, what percentage of your overall net worth or
Dude,
income
yeah.
is that?
That's a good question. Because your kids, your wife. I mean, everyone has to be
What
on
if
board.
you had $20 million?
Would you give
That's
one?
already been laundered through the IRS.
Okay.
You've already paid your money laundering fees.
Man, what would you
You
have
have $20 million.
You'd have to have your name on $1 million. So 5%? Sure. 5%?
Okay.
I don't know. I've never thought about it. I don't have that
Would you
problem.
rather? It'd be interesting because there might be the legacy point of view of it where you're like, I'll donate for a building that has my name on it rather than
you absolutely
a 10-year
want-
deal that says Albertsons and then or 7
But
years or
that
$1
one
million, you want
family,
your name on
the
something.
Taco Bell family gave $1 million.
How about all these anonymous donors? You see
And
some
a
of those.
bunch of
It's
anonymous
like,
donors.
geez.
yeah.
I mean, good for them. People donating $1 million
Yeah, but
anonymously.
if you give $1 million over 5 years, you're not getting naming anything.
No, not over 5.
So you're just gonna have to give it,
Yeah.
Moss.
Just give it.
Well,
Would you do it?
I never thought about it. I don't have 20 million, but I don't even near 20 million bucks. So you're closer to that than me. What about you?
Yeah,
man?
we're pretty far away from that ourselves. I would consider it if I was in the later stage of my life
Yeah.
and I had a trust out there, right? My kids have children, so I have grandkids. And I'm like, I have enough money and probably more than I'll spend. I'd give $1 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But by then, $1 million is going to be like what?
Yeah.
50,000. Way inflation's going anyway.
Good point.
Anyway, the equivalent, I would do it. I don't know. Would I do it?
I think it would have to be
Dude, the
something
way
that
it's
you're-
going, I'm not going to
like
do it.
Nick, the Taco Bell people, like their families
Nick Lacey.
invested, like it would have to be something where your kind of whole family is on board. I don't know.
Brandon's not going to donate. He thinks we're going to lose the U of I.
Yeah.
Why would he give his money?
Dude,
Give it
why
to.
would you give us money?
Let me invest in College of Idaho. Let me invest somewhere else.
The
Do I
Yotes?
get $1 back? You know.
Yotes are good.
I don't know. Money. Moss complains about money raising a lot, but I think Dickey's done a good job.
Yeah, so that kind of leads into Jeremiah Dickey. And what do we see this week? Was it 26 point something
Yeah.
$million? Record year. Last year was 24. I heard.
So wait, last year was Dickey's as well.
Yes.
What was it under APSI?
That's the question. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
No one knows. They haven't posted like, oh, it used to be 12 and now it's 24, or was it 23? I doubt it. So I think he's done a great job. Like
Where does that come? It's money raising, or does that come from ticket sales too?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And
I think it's donations.
payments from Mountain West.
No. It's not like all. No. That's not like the full budget money coming in. No, I think it's donations.
Because like
I
San
think it's
Diego State earned
fundraising.
us a bunch of money.
Yeah,
going
no,
to
I don't
that.
think it's any of that.
I think it's
donations.
U.S. laundered dollars.
I'm sure.
So they don't count. They don't count the 20. They don't
No.
count the San Diego State money that we should be
I
getting
think
later.
it's just because Mel Luke was 4.5. They had like $1 million donations over the last year. So that's more than half it right there. But so
a lot
I
of
think
that money
people
though
have been
is
stepping up.
is amortized over how many years for them?
That's
like,
true.
I think it's over 5 or 10 years
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah. But I think
wonder when they recognize that.
I think Jeremiah's doing a significantly better job doing that for sure. I mean, the reality is it's such a tough job, you know?
Are they going to put in the stadium renovation that they posted a while ago?
The north end zone.
Yeah. Well, they were going to do that and the renovation of the east
Well,
and put
yeah,
in
that's
like
not happening.
semi-luxury stuff.
Yeah,
That's not happening?
So the east, from what I understand, the east side is way on the back burner. The next phase is the north end zone. They're redoing it completely. They're putting 10 field level suites in the north end zone.
Interesting.
They're doing and more kind of a standing room.
That's
area
underneath that's on the
They're
riverside.
on the riverside, and they're going to they are completing.
The bowl.
So you could walk around 360 degrees around. So that's in design and whatever right now. I do think that happens.
Do you think having a stadium that's only 37,000 has hurt our ability to get into other conferences? Or do you think stadium size even matters? Because Utah is 45.
Yeah.
What if we got to 45?
So here's the thing, and I hear people say like, "Oh, we need a bigger stadium." The reality is, we don't need a bigger stadium,
Dude,
How many? We don't
Listen to this.
sell out that much. We need more premium seats.
premium seats, because adding one premium box is like adding what 200
several
seats.
several hundred seats. Yeah,
And so and that's an
you can do
easier
events
sell.
and things. Oh yeah, so they have a waiting list on those types of things. Whereas the end zones and the corners and stuff don't sell out. Those are the cheapest seats don't sell out. So we rarely sell out the stadium, and that's we can talk about that, why that is. In a valley of almost 800,000 people, we can get 36,000 people there.
I have
6
my
times
thoughts
a
on
year.
that. I have my thoughts on that.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Okay, here's what it takes. 2-year run.
Yeah.
Because all the people that have moved into the valley don't have a passion for excitement.
And we've seen the sellouts happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it was after a, how long of a run did it take to regularly sell it out?
If we go on a 2-year run where there's some buzz, then the people that have moved in from California and Washington catch that.
Yep.
And then we got new fans. We need
talked
bandwagon
about this
fans.
last week
Bad.
about winning, right? About conference realignment. Winning solves a lot of
I know,
problems.
but the only way to
if we
gain
go
new
2-0 this year, it's that
2-0.
North Dakota game.
Yeah,
I
big.
mean,
That's probably sold
sales
out.
would go crazy if we beat Washington. All it takes now. There's about 24,000 people that are going to be there no matter what. Okay, they're the ones that go to the championship games. About 26,000, no matter what, they're there. And then they're giving away several thousands. I just got an email today from the West Ada School District. They're basically giving away tickets to the North Dakota game. Okay,
Matt Lamb and I last year were in line for mini donuts, and some guy was just wandering around giving away like dozens of tickets, and just handed them out.
Free tickets.
So they do it. But
that was funny.
But there's the Kellen Moore days, the days that we were ranked, that we were capturing that other 10 to 15,000 people that just get caught up with and every city's like that. I'm not going to bash on Boise. I think every city's like that, where you have your bandwagon fans, and we just need to engage the new 300,000 people that have moved here since we were relevant. Not that many people, and I guarantee they'd start buying tickets. Yeah. And if we're back to conference realignment, if we were in the Pac-12 and playing all the teams from their home cities, they'd go to those games too.
Yeah.
But we got to win. We just have to win. I don't blame people for not going. It's so easy.
How about this? How about if we were
at home.
6-6 every week, but we had big teams coming to the stadium?
Would
it sell out?
I don't think it sells out.
No,
I think you get close to it, but you got to win. If you're 6-6,
Look at Arizona State. I've been to a game down there,
and
it was like maybe half full, maybe 60% full. And they
had big teams.
This is years ago. They were, in fact, Andrew Luck. I went down there, watched Andrew Luck play with Stanford. He was going to be the draft pick the next year, whatever. And the place was not. It was half full because they were a middling pack. So they were playing good teams every year. But eventually, people want to see a winner. That's just where it is all over the place. Other than Nebraska, there's 10 places. There's 5 or 10 places in the country that no matter what, and the SEC plus maybe 5 more places that they sell it no matter what. Everywhere else, you got to win games. You got to win games. So I'm there. We're there, but you got to win games for the casual fan.
Hats off to Mark. You're there.
Mark goes
most
even
of the
if
time.
it's late November rain.
You're there.
I like it, man. I can't give a ton of money, but what can I do? I can show up to the games. I can buy tickets. So that's I feel like I can help out a little bit, and I enjoy it.
Do you rewatch the game on TV after?
I do. Yeah.
I used to do that.
Totally. Now it takes a week, like at night. I watch a couple, a little bit at a time, but I don't go home that evening.
It is so easy to just, I'm going to sit down and watch a game.
Oh, what is that?
This is Mark, dude.
Tear running down my cheek.
November rain, dude. Like when it's freezing rain, Mark's there. I'm not kidding. I remember one time there was this like super freezing. It was like 20 degrees and it was possible rain, like snow. And Mark's like, yeah, I'm going. And I'm like, why would you go? It's like game ended at 1.
I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. I do. I enjoy it.
You're part of the 24,000.
I'm one of them. Yeah. But that's okay. I acknowledge that not everyone's like that. And you'd be surprised. I talk for my work. I get to talk to people every day, and a lot of people are, all ages. But you'd be surprised how many people have given up their season tickets over the years. And it's almost, you want to know the biggest reason? And I don't necessarily agree with this. The biggest reason that especially the older folks did not renew their tickets. 1, it's more expensive than it used to be in the Big Sky days.
Right.
But 2, it's the game. They still think that every game starts at 8:30 because we went on like a 5-year run where most of the games did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you didn't know that because Fox, they have the deal now. They can't start it after 7 or 7:30. They haven't had an 8 o'clock game in 3 years. But in people's minds, the games are too late because they got burned for 5 years in a row, getting home
That
at
was
1
tough.
o'clock every night.
That was tough.
And you're a little bit older. It's cold. I get it. I liked it.
Can I
because
ask a question on that?
Go ahead.
When you're done.
Yeah. Oh, I was just saying I like that time because certainly, I mean, during those years, because I had little kids and I always felt
I hated that time.
I always felt guilty leaving during the day because I'm going to work all week. The game's at 2:00. I leave my wife with the kids for another 5 hours. Whereas if the game starts at 8:30, kids are asleep, and my wife just gets to veg out, watch whatever on TV. So, but anyways, not everyone. Certainly, not many people.
Let's say sports move away from cable and DirecTV, and they go to subscription-based Prime, Hulu, Roku.
They say it's coming.
Okay, let's just say it's there.
Okay.
Question, honest question: If Roku came to the Mountain West and said, "Hey, we're gonna host your games, or Hulu, or whatever, or Apple TV, we're gonna play your games," does it matter the time they play it of the day? Like, what if Ohio State and Boise State and all these teams were playing just on different channels or different subscription services? Does it matter to the viewership if it's at the same time, 2 p.m.?
I think it matters because live sports, I don't really, other than Boise State, I won't watch a game after it's already done if I know the outcome. And it's hard to not know the outcome of a game these days with your smartphone, Twitter, whatever. So I generally won't watch the game. So,
but what if it's like March Madness, where all these games are happening at the same time, and it's like, oh, let's just like switch it to the one that's super interesting.
You don't do that now, like with football on Saturday?
Well, there's only on college. There's only 2 games playing at the same time, 3 games.
What? No, dude. No. There's so many games on
playing at the same
time. ESPN2, ABC. I mean,
SEC
they're
network. I mean,
the CW. No, there's
have that?
There's a lot of games on.
Well, if it goes subscription based, would they coordinate the time zones and like the prime time?
It's hard to say.
Isn't that? Because if it's subscription, then it means like traditionally, if it's on Netflix, there's no time. It's like it's just posted.
But it's a different thing though.
Live sports are just, I don't know. I like watching something live, man.
No, I get that. I'm not saying not to watch it live. I'm just saying
so I think
people consume it differently.
You lose viewership if someone's not watching it live. So I think the game time is important.
Yes,
it's interesting.
Sports are that way. People are going to watch them live.
Basically, the only thing.
And there's a reason they fight for certain time slots.
Yeah.
I wonder if Apple would ever come and be like, hey, or Amazon would be like, hey, we're interested in Boise State. That's it. And then we could get a deal with them directly.
The way conferences work. So actually right now, the way the Mountain West contract does work, because they set this up when we were a bigger deal than now, is that Boise State's home schedule is a completely different contract than the rest of the conference.
Yeah.
They don't get all the money.
Yeah.
Boise State gets a little bonus, $1.8 million or something like that. But it is negotiated, and it's a different contract. So they're already doing that.
I actually kind of want to have an argument with Mark about something else.
Don't let me get in the way.
Dude, what? What do you mean?
I do. And I brought this up at text.
Here we go.
I brought this up at text the other day.
Hash it out, man.
And he was just like super flippant.
Yeah.
And it bugged me.
I was
like, you're wrong.
I'm sorry, man. What was it?
I want to know.
All right, well, I'll tell you.
This is the group text that I'm not a part of.
Well, I'll tell you.
Matt's still upset about that.
Right.
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay. All right.
We should throw it out there and see if replacing Mark with Matt would.
Whoa. What?
No, that's not my idea.
Whoa.
Okay, but here's the deal. Conference realignment's a big deal. It's the thing going on in college football right now until at least the games start.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure.
And the idea was take the best teams from the Mountain West, go to the ACC or go to the Pac-4 and like figure out a conference with just the best teams. That was the idea for a while.
Okay.
And people said, oh, the exit fees were too large.
Yeah. Like $34 million. If the team
here's my argument.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Take the best teams
from
the Mountain West, and let's say there was 6 of them or 7. How many teams are there? 12?
Yeah.
Let's say there's 7. No, let's just say there's 8. Take the best 8 teams.
From the Mountain West.
From the Mountain West.
Okay.
And they all say we're leaving.
Okay.
And you need 9
Yeah.
to dissolve the conference.
Got it.
And then they just say, screw you, we're leaving. Good luck. You don't have a conference anymore. See ya. Sorry.
Can they sue you?
Probably.
Yes.
And then we'll
Counter-sue?
just say, hey, we're screwed. There's no conference.
Yeah.
There's no conference without us.
We can't play in this
We
conference.
can't play in the conference. There's no conference. We're not doing that. There's no
I'll
conference.
tell you why I was flipping, because that's the stupidest thing.
That's why I think you're dumb.
So here's what happens.
That's what I'm saying. You're not keeping that as an idea. That's a legitimate idea.
It's not a
that you just
legitimate
force
idea.
Dude, what would Trump do? He'd force his way out like that. He'd be like, and he would get it done.
Yeah, so they could.
So we're just sitting around with these stupid, idiot, dumb teams at the bottom of the pack that are, oh, dude, we're in the same lame ass conference that we've been in for forever because we're so afraid to leave and like make a bold move.
Well, we have to get invited first of all. That's the first problem.
Well, but it seemed like San Diego State was trying to get stuff done.
They were. So here, I agree with you. It would get negotiated down from 34 million to something lower
'cause
than
they
that.
don't
But we
have
can't afford two. First of all, we can't afford 2 million, let alone 30.
Bury them in legal fees.
So
dude.
here's the thing. You don't have to pay
Here's the
it.
thing.
You can afford it.
You would have to pay it because they'd still have 4. Let's say 8 teams leave. They still have 4.
Okay, that's not a conference.
It's not a conference.
They would disband.
No, they wouldn't. They'd go and grab New Mexico State. They'd grab some other teams, and then they'd have a bunch of money coming from us that we would have to pay.
I don't think New Mexico State would join them. I think they'd have to be like, who's going to join
Yes, they
them?
would. They would get some teams to join.
U of I?
U of
Idaho State? They would.
I just don't think it's viable.
I don't think they would.
Now, I agree with you. Would it be awesome? Top 4 Pac-12, Pac-4 teams that are left. The top of the
top
Mountain
4
West
Pac-4
and
that are
and the top of the AAC. If you could make it happen, awesome. I would love that.
Yeah.
I'm just a realist, man. I don't see it happening.
I get that it's not happening, but I don't know why you throw it out so quick. It's like we need to get out of the Mountain West. We do.
Okay, where are you going?
That's what I'm saying.
Where are you
Create
going?
something new. Like, why is that a problem to say, hey, let's create something instead of just, somebody please invite me. I'm cute. Look at me. It's like, that's stupid. After a while, it's not working for us.
Come up with a
you
new
said
name.
it yourself. We're on no list. We're on no list of being invited.
Okay,
Let's make our own list.
I agree with that, but it's like, I want $1 million. I want $1 million. Okay, how are you going to get $1 million? Like, we want a new league. Well, how are you going to do it? Okay, well, so the 8th.
Why not? Listen to this. If you're the AD and you're calling San Diego State,
yeah, let's band together.
and you're like, look, we can the top brass, just like in the Power 5 teams,
Sure.
they control everything.
Okay.
And so why don't we say, look, guys, us, Fresno, who else? I don't know, Utah State,
maybe Colorado State, probably
let's
UNLV.
let's just have a Snapchat conversation,
Maybe
right?
TikTok. I don't know.
Because then it's all erased, and then we're saying, look, guys, we need to throw our weight around more and stop having these guys that are at the bottom of the barrel every freaking year control our destiny. Okay, let's like move and shake, and let's threaten them until they feel like there's no option but to let us leave at like a 10% exit fee. Like it's just in my opinion, I feel like that's not. It could come to that, right?
Maybe it would be great
Could.
if they could make it happen. Great. I just know that this athletic department, this school, and the other Mountain West schools they don't have an extra anything.
God.
We don't have an extra
I think
anything.
that's
And
holding you back from
it's
what.
reality, though, dude. It's reality.
Dude, make your own reality, bro. Like get out
how
there
are
and
you
go
just
out.
all of a sudden you're going to leave the Mountain West, and all of a sudden
You heard my
Apple's
argument.
Going to pay us $20 million a year because
Maybe.
no.
Why not?
Dude,
Why
they
not?
wouldn't-
Because
they
we
wouldn't pay
created
the Pac-12.
Well, okay.
They
What
wouldn't
if it's
pay
what if it's
Oregon
15?
and Washington more than 23? Dude, Brandon. They don't.
Do you know what I mean?
They're
Dude,
not paying.
I
us
think that
more
you're
than
too
6.
narrow. What are we
Maybe
making
8.
right now? What are we making right now?
6. So they might pay us 8.
There's our exit fee. There you go.
Well,
Just negotiate that. I don't know, man.
I will say this. I like the enthusiasm, and I like the idea of bettering ourselves, getting into a
we
better
could get
conference.
some loans, right?
But here's the thing. Okay. The whole idea of going to the AAC that has been brought up over the last few years doesn't
The
interest me
American. I
whatsoever.
agree with that. That's fine.
Okay. This is our window, okay? We've got a 2-year window starting next year, supposedly, of good access to the playoff. Dominating the Mountain West. I don't have a problem. Dominate the Mountain West, win the Mountain West.
There's a problem with that.
What's the problem?
We can't.
Okay.
We have the wrong. We
So
don't
we
have
could.
the,
I thought we were going to
I
get
mean,
paid $20 million, but we can't win the Mountain West.
don't.
Oh.
Okay, that was low.
So I don't know, man.
Low blow.
Why does he got to do that?
Hey,
Look,
I'm all for a better conference.
I'm saying
but
control
I'm
what
a
we
realist.
can control. I can't control anything on the field, and I don't. And I don't control anything in the administration. But I'm just saying, dude, I'm so sick of the bottom, the dregs of the Mountain West just continue to hold us back.
It does suck. Played New Mexico in November in the rain, like you were just talking about.
Even like Air
My
Force,
sorry
it's
butts
annoying.
there. I hate Air Force.
Like the
I
bottom
hate playing Air
five.
Force. And
I
Air
would
Force
throw
is good,
Wyoming
but
in
they're
that.
horrible to watch. That's
You said we'd lose to Wyoming.
At
I
home.
wrote that down.
At home. What's your problem?
I did
dude?
write that down.
Why would you say
Hey,
that?
I felt there's a lot of pressure.
Hey, sleeper pick for this year. We're not going to lose to them. Colorado State.
We've never lost to them.
owned them.
We do own them.
We've
We're
never
gonna beat
lost to them.
Colorado State's going to be.
Who's their coach?
So that's why I like them. It's it's the guy.
It's not Bobo anymore.
No, it's
No, I wanted Bobo.
Mike Bobo.
It's
I
the
like
dude
that guy. We'd never-
He was at Nevada. He beat us in Boise with a Nevada team that was so.
Okay, not hard to do.
Yeah, it was Avalos' first year when we were losing at home, like every.
Dude, we
3
killed
in a row.
Nevada last year.
Down there, we did beat him.
Killed him.
Yeah, but he wasn't there. He was already at Colorado State. Like, all I'm saying is, I think Colorado State is the surprise team in the Mountain West. I think that they could. I honestly think that they're going to be in it the last couple weeks, potentially getting to the Mountain West championship game. I don't think they'll make it, but I think they're picked to win like 3 or 4 games.
Have you
I
seen?
think they're going to be better than 6 and 6.
Have you seen the top 25 rankings?
I just know Washington is number 10.
Jay Norvell.
Jay Norvell. I think he's a good coach. And they have like a really good receiver, Torrey Horton. I think they're going to be good.
Himpton, Holton, Schmidt.
I pulled this up.
Anyone else have any
USA
hot takes? I've had 2 today.
Yeah, I just freaking went after you with like.
Okay, no, I'm saying something we can predict.
Okay, well, if you want a hot take,
go ahead.
here's the deal. USA Today college football ranking.
They're
Okay.
the A people, but okay.
The re-ranking now goes to 133 teams after the summer's additions of Jacksonville State and Sam Houston. I don't care about those guys. Okay.
Houston. That's BYU's first.
I'm just going to go over the ranks of the top 25. You guys tell me who's going to be in there at the end of the year.
Okay.
Georgia,
Yep.
Yeah.
Michigan,
Of course, all these ones.
Ohio State.
Yep.
This is why college football is stupid. Dude.
Yep.
Because we know.
Yeah.
We know the top 10 already.
Yeah.
Like how dumb that is. Okay. 3 Ohio State, 4 Clemson, 5 Alabama, 6 Penn State, 7 Florida State. That's odd. 8 Notre Dame, 9 USC, 10 Texas. Will Texas ever break into it? Probably not. There's your hot take.
No.
Texas won't be in the top 25. LSU, Utah.
Utah's good.
Oh, here's
I
a
like Utah.
sleeper. Kansas State, 13.
They
Will
won
they
the
be
Big
in
12
there?
last year.
Tennessee, Oregon State, 15. Iowa. Dude, we don't have Washington on here.
I think you.
This is the re-ranking, I guess. Anyway, I don't
That's
know.
not the AP poll. I know Washington's the.
Washington's number 10. I'm just going to go over this here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Go
keep
ahead.
going to
Go
it.
ahead.
Iowa, Oklahoma at 17, 18 Oregon, 19 Texas A&M, 20 North Carolina, 21 Washington. Here you go. 22 Texas San Antonio.
Yeah. UTSA.
There you go.
Yeah, they're in the American.
23 Kentucky, 24 Boise State.
What? What is this? What is this? What
USA
year is
Today.
this? What year is this?
Today, August 22nd, 2023.
Is that the Notes app and you just type those in?
That could have
Is
been.
that-
Hey, I like someone. over
And
there. That's
25
good.
Pittsburgh.
So that's what they're predicting at the end of the year. Then that's not their top.
Let me read this.
Let me
read this.
we go.
Because I know we weren't ranked in anything.
Picking the number 1 team in preseason USA Today.
But we're coming off a big win over 7-6 North Texas.
That was big.
It was big. I watched the highlights today.
The thing is, winning your bowl game
Genty's
pushes you up.
huge.
Genty is big.
So
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I just put in the
I'm glad we
rankings and
spent
it went
time
to
on it,
USA
though.
Today.
Yeah, no, that was
Well,
good. to
little
bring
did
in.
you know, Massachusetts is the 133rd. All right, losers, take
Totally
that.
something that has no credibility. Just throws it in. He could have said Boise State.
What
10.
is Boise State, by the way? Do we have any?
ranked. We're
Are
not
we,
ranked.
you think we're
We got some votes.
30s
We got some
and the
votes.
40s?
Oh, I mean, we got some votes in both polls. We beat Washington. We're ranked, but we haven't been ranked under Andy Avalos yet.
Hey,
All right, back to
you know,
that.
you know what time it is?
We haven't?
No, we haven't been ranked once.
You guys know what time it is? It's time for the segment.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why now is any different, but go for it. I'm ready.
It's a feel.
Okay.
And it hit me, and I think it's time. mainly because you brought up that list that was like garbage.
Okay.
And I was like, let's move on.
It's a re-ranking. Come on. What are you talking about?
I'm going to reorganize the show.
Okay.
By throwing this in. We're going to play 5 questions.
Okay.
With Mark Moss.
Ooh.
Did you ever watch the Craig Kilborn show, the Late Late Show?
I remember Craig Kilborn.
He would play 5 questions with his
It's been
guests.
a while, but Kilborn.
Little known fact, I went to a taping of the Craig Kilborn show.
Did you?
I got to sit in the chair.
What?
They bring out a warm-up comedian to get the crowd going, and he called me down, and
called you down.
Did he ask you?
out of the stand, out of the audience.
Really?
It wasn't Craig Kilborn. It was a warm-up comedian.
That's kind of cool.
And it was funny because this is really dumb. We were in high school on spring break, and we're like, we don't want to tell anybody, like girls or whoever, we're from Idaho because we thought that was lame.
Right.
And so we're like, where are we from? I think we said we were from Washington, which
Why is that better?
So much better.
I don't know why
Eastern
that's better.
Washington area.
And so he calls me
Pasco.
down and he's asking me, he's
Yakima.
like, so where are you from? And I'm like, oh crap, we can't say we're from Idaho. I was like, well, I'm from Washington. He's like, what school do you go to?
Oh my gosh, you're an idiot.
Dude,
What'd you say?
Dude, there was your chance to rep Eagle High nationally.
Come on, man.
What's wrong with you?
And I was sick at the time. My eyes were red and watery. He's like,
Crying, bro?
no, he's like, you're stoned.
You're from
Because
California.
he's like, what school
Oh,
do you
Seattle.
go to? And I was like, and I
Yeah.
couldn't, I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
sure.
I could have said, he would have known Eagle High, whatever. But anyway, Craig Kilborn, 5 questions. There's some trivia in here.
Okay.
There's some questions that are just dumb, whatever.
Okay. I didn't know we were doing this. This is cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Didn't know. 5 questions with Mark
See ya.
Moss.
Okay.
Question number 1. We've talked about athletic directors. We talked about Jeremiah Dickey and former athletic director Gene Blameyer. Gene Blameyer played football for which former
I already know this.
Pac-12
I know this.
school.
Really?
Can you call a friend?
I'm gonna need to call a friend because I have no idea.
Which former Pac-4 school?
Before you
No,
answer
he's not
it,
in the Pac, actually.
Before you answer it, can I have a chance at it? If he gets it wrong,
I just
you got to throw it
It's
out.
Pac-12.
It's in the Pac-12.
What used to be the Pac-12.
Okay. Yeah. Is it in the Pac-4?
No.
Okay.
So you eliminate 14.
They go.
Washington.
Okay, UCLA, bro.
UCLA?
Really?
Yeah.
UCLA.
He was tight end,
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I believed.
Gene Blameyer.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Tight end, UCLA.
Sorry. No.
All right, 0 for 1.
for
Question
1.
number 2.
I want to see how many I can get.
Okay.
Well, some of them, it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Number 2, you're the head coach hiring an offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Tim Plow or Robert Prince.
Oh. You got to. There's only one answer to this.
Jeez. That's the 2 worst. I'm gonna go with. I'm going with Robert Prince.
You have.
That's
to go with
correct.
Robert.
That is correct.
You have to go.
Give
with
him the
Robert
applause
Prince. Yes.
sound.
Yeah. Plow is.
That's correct.
Yeah. We hated Robert Prince, but actually statistically it wasn't nearly as bad as what we just went
that
through
was
the last
horrible, dude.
year and a half.
Okay. 1 for 2. Question number 3. True or false? Our very own Brandon Minert was offered a spot to play kicker at Boise State.
Oh. Hey, did you go to my? You went to a tryout.
I believe that Brandon got offered a walk-on like tryout.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was ever actually offered a place on the team, so I'm going to say false that he was actually offered.
Brandon?
It is false.
Okay.
But you went to that tryout. Well. So what happened was he's like, we'll hold a spot for you.
Okay.
And so he's like, keep coming to practice.
Okay.
We'll hold a spot for you. But we brought in, who was the guy in 06 that was actually pretty good? He was a junior college transfer and he was just there for just a year. Anyway, what's the punter's name? Stringer.
Stringer.
Stringer was a punter, and then Alexander something was the kicker.
Okay. So it was false, or I mean, they kind of.
And then what happened was I kept going, and I was like, I hated it.
Oh.
I hated it, like bad.
You were treated like
I
a
hated
lower
it,
class
dude.
citizen.
We all were. We all were. Like all the kicking team, like everybody hated us. They kept moving us around the field. We didn't have our own kicking.
In spring camp or summer or when
This was
wasn't like-
this was Start of summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember being there, but I like didn't go in the stadium. I was like outside the stadium.
Were you in the stands? I thought you and Chris were in the
You
stands.
were holding up the sign. I love Brandon.
No, I went, but it was Riddle. And then Riddle's like, yeah, so what's going to happen is we're going to play this season. And then after the season, you can have a spot.
Okay.
And then they left.
Oh, that's when
He left to Colorado.
Hawkins. Okay.
Yeah.
So am I correct on that? False?
That's a good question. I think it's up to me.
I think I was pretty
It's
darn
up to Brandon.
close.
Yeah,
to say that, you know.
he didn't say, he didn't, he
True or
didn't,
false? Pretty
You're pretty
close.
close.
he never said like, hey, stay. He's like, we'll hold a spot for you is what he said. And then he left. So it was like, neither of us fit,
Okay.
you know. Anyway.
2.5.
How did you go? Did you just know there was a walk-on tryout that you went to?
No,
or how did you send
we
him a
called.
tape?
No, we called and we had to talk to the
Who's
director
we?
of me and my brother Jeff.
Okay.
Because we were talking about my cousin was leaving and he was a kicker.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I could do it. And then we called
Davis.
the director
What's his
of
first name?
Jameson.
Jameson Davis. And he
He went and kicked it at Colorado, yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually thought I would have been pretty good. Like if looking back, I
You
probably
would have had
hated
to
it.
dedicate, you know, you would have
Yeah.
been really dedicated, but you had a leg. I remember.
I had a
that.
leg and I was athletic and I was faster. And then some of the guys that actually played on the team that were like walk-ons, they're like, dude, you'd be fine. Like on kickoff, you could block. I was a big body.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. Anyway, we had to call the director of football operations. And he made me come in for an interview. We sat down for an interview and he's like, look, if you're any good, Hawkins will know you. Give me your cell phone. So I gave my cell phone and then 3 hours later he called me. He's like, Hawkins wants to see you kick.
There you go.
And I was like, sweet. So I ran home and I walked in and I went to grab my stuff to like take it to the stadium. And my dad was there and I said, Dad, like the football team called me and said they want me to try out. First thing he said, they don't want you. And I was like, oh.
That sounds like Dave. Man.
I was like, all right. So I went downstairs and I grabbed my stuff and I
the
went back up and
confidence.
my mom was all pissed at him.
Oh yeah.
So
pissed?
somebody was like, oh, come help you. And I'm like, I don't need your help. Like, I don't need help. I don't care.
He's like, no, I'll show you how to do
I'll
it.
help you. I'll hold the ball. And I was like, no, like I'm fine. It's fine. And so I went and anyway, yeah, it worked out.
cool.
The tryout was dumb because it was like, here, kick some field goals. And it was off the ground, which is different than high school. So you got to get used to that. And then he's like, kick some kickoffs. And he's like, okay, you know what you're doing. I think we got a shot at it. And so,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it was
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Question number 4. This is a timed question mark.
Ooh. Okay.
So there's a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
Let you think about this one. Name 5 local products. So players
Okay.
from the local schools.
Wait, local Treasure Valley or local
Valley.
Idaho?
Treasure Valley.
Okay.
Okay.
How fast?
I
How much
go?
time does
We
it
got
get?
10 seconds
Okay.
to
I'll count 'em.
to name 5 that played either wide receiver
Oh,
or
bro.
tight end. Go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Schumann, Blaser, Shoemaker, Kaiserman. He was running back, and Mitch Burrows and his brother Dallas Burrows.
Got it.
Oh,
Got it.
there you go.
Yes.
That's not bad.
I think I
Try- Dude, you missed a big one.
Who was that?
The NFL tight end that was from Eagle.
Putzier.
Yeah.
Jeb
Yeah,
Putzier.
that's right.
I wouldn't
That's
have
right.
remembered his last name, but
Yeah. Did Blaser? Sherman played there, didn't
he
he?
played tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he did the second like to Nevada.
He did.
Schumann?
Sure.
Who'd you pick? Schumann, Blaser. Dude, is he coaching? He got kicked out of Hawaii or he
Yeah,
left
he was
Hawaii?
I
done.
don't know what happened there, but
I don't know the story there, but
I don't
he's
either.
done at Hawaii.
Ooh, I wonder where he's at.
I don't know.
I don't know. He was at Madison in Eastern Idaho.
They're a good program.
Really? He took CUNA far.
Sherman's
Yeah.
a good guy.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
family.
good guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
question number
Essentially.
5, Mark. We've talked about Brandon kicking. This question is about kickers.
Okay.
So Kyle Brotzman holds the record.
Who's that? Okay.
Holds the record with 67 field goals.
Okay.
Who's the second?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, man, this is probably definitely a better question for Brandon.
Well,
I'm going to say Jonah Dalmas.
No. Oh,
I think Dalmas
That's
is
correct. Jonah
Oh,
Dalmas.
is it really?
56.
I remember, yes.
56
He's getting
field
close.
goals.
He
Yeah,
can-
field
He's
goals.
going to break the record this year. Let's score touchdowns.
wow. Yeah, that
He
makes
was
sense.
my
that?
neighbor in Meridian.
Really?
Was he really?
So
That seems like a good guy.
me and my brother lived on the same street. My older brother, Russ, and Jonah Dalmas lived right around the corner from me. And then Keegan Freeborn, who also was going to go to Boise State.
13 years ago, 10 years ago?
They were in high school.
I mean, they were.
Yeah, they were. I think they
middle
might have been
school.
in middle school.
Yeah.
What happened to Freeborn? I remember that name.
He got hurt, I think. I don't remember, but he was a big dude. He was always big.
I thought it was Ty Jones. Is that right? That kicker that was there when we were.
Yeah, he wasn't even number 3. I think it was Nick Black.
You know how many times we get this new kicker, and then everybody's like, if he was here, we wouldn't have lost to Nevada.
Dude,
that happens with Dalmas and everything.
Oh man, that's a tough deal. You know what? And Dalmas is reality though, man. Dalmas had a chance to win that Oklahoma State game. And got that. They say it got blocked, but that thing came out so darn low. Of course, that was the Skinner. Skinner got the fumble recovered, and they blew the whistle. That game, that was a tough one. We should have won that game.
So you were.
Here's the game.
4 for 5.
I think so.
4 for 5.
It's not bad.
Here's the music now for that.
80%.
There you go.
4 for 5.
4 for 5.
Which one did he miss? Oh, the first one, dude.
First one.
First one.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
Now you say it, it's like okay, but
I didn't know it.
He was where did his son play?
like Delaware. Didn't he play? Like he played at Bishop Kelly here locally, and then
he came back
he
and
coached at Delaware.
Oh, dude, doesn't who has a son that played wide receiver last year? It was Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter's son.
Yeah, Davis Cutter.
Yeah.
Dude, Harson's kid is playing at Eagle. He had a really good game on Friday.
game.
Didn't he commit somewhere?
Oh no, Idaho State Bengals, baby.
Was that where he did?
Yeah.
Circle today.
Bengals.
So BSU never offered him then.
No. I think that he got a visit to Fresno. I saw that.
Yeah.
Got a visit to Boise, and you never know. Maybe he blows up. But Idaho State should be good deal for him.
What happens to Harsin?
That's a good question. I think he's coaching next year.
Does he follow in the
think?
footsteps of Mike Sanford and host a podcast?
You know, I was looking at Mike Sanford. I actually really like Mike Sanford.
Yeah.
He's
Dude,
it's
he
really
had
cool to
a
listen to
downward spiral.
He got fired
after.
from his last 4 jobs.
Utah State.
No, but he went to
Utah State.
Minnesota. There was
So he was the head coach.
Sorry, you're right. He got fired
Western
from Western
Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Okay.
And then you're right. He did go to Utah State, and then he got fired from Minnesota, and then got fired from Colorado. I feel like there's something else though. I'm missing something.
Dude, he did bad.
Fun fact. My wife used to do eyelash extensions, and she did his wife's eyelashes.
This is like
That's big time.
Dude,
this
but he
is
went
huge.
from Stanford to Boise State's OC, 1 year. Win
that
the
was
Fiesta Bowl,
the year that
to Notre Dame.
I don't know how well he did at Notre Dame.
man.
Well, he got a head coaching job from there.
Yeah,
and
but that doesn't mean
they
a
won
ton.
They played the Fiesta Bowl his year there.
Was he co-offensive coordinator a lot of those years?
He was. So hard to say exactly what was going on there, but
Dude, but that BSU year, I really do feel like if he would have stayed, which he never was going to stay going to Notre Dame, we could have kept some continuity.
yeah, that goes back to what we were talking about last week. I remember him because he was like, "This is my dream job."
Yeah, and
Do you
they
remember
left.
that?
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, you left after, and I get it. You go to Notre Dame, totally, but he probably learned a lesson. You just don't say that.
Hot
you know what I
take.
mean? When you're going to leave in
Hot take. Who's Harsin coaching for?
I think.
Dude, what if Avalos does a bad job?
No, he's not coming back.
I don't bring him
We
back.
never bring him back. We never
bring.
bring him back.
I wouldn't necessarily be. I haven't thought about
He's
it.
a different
I wouldn't be
man.
opposed to
We're
it.
a different team.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to it, but it's not going to happen. I think he's an offensive coordinator at a Power 5 job next year.
You
That's
want to
my
move your
guess.
family away from Boise? I mean, don't they like Boise a lot?
For
I mean,
a coordinator job, that's a good point.
They're both from Boise.
He's just
For a coordinator
he's not
job?
Keep sitting around. He's not going to.
you don't have to. You can start. You can go into Ball Ventures Allquist. You can go start.
Dude, he's just. I don't know, man. I
Made a
think
lot
he's
of money.
coaching next year.
Got a lot of money to invest.
He
Plenty
likes
of money.
drag racing.
Yeah,
Does
him
he?
and Dale.
Yeah, him and Dale, dude.
Oh, really?
His dad, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Out at
No,
Firebird.
I think he wants to get back into it. I don't know that. It just seems like.
Do we need to hot take this?
No, I didn't know. I don't think so. I do. I mean, heck,
You know who doesn't ever have hot takes? We need to get Matt into hot takes. We need to force Matt into a hot take.
I said we were going to lose to Wyoming at home. How
That was out of a moment of like despair, though. I think you were crouched into a corner.
That's true. I didn't
You were,
come
like,
out with guns ablazing. I was cowering.
What? You gonna
We all
go
sat there.
undefeated? Okay, we're losing.
We all sat there. We're like, Wyoming? Really? I guess. Yeah. I mean, I
I
guess.
had to pick one.
At home. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Here's a hot take.
Oh, we're just gonna throw it out.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
the peer pressure again.
Okay.
Right?
Matt responds to peer pressure.
Yeah.
Hot take. Go.
Yeah,
Matt.
don't push me.
Flag it.
But if anybody listened to the College Game Day podcast, Reese Davis recently talked about Boise State.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
They talked a little bit about Mountain West, and he says we start 0-2.
Okay.
We talked about that.
That's
last
not
week.
a hot take at all, right?
Well, no. What? We're a 14.5 underdog
Okay.
to Washington.
Week 1. Yeah, we're not going to win that game. I
Right.
mean, just
That's my hot
it's
take.
possible.
What?
We're gonna
What's your
win.
hot?
I'm changing my call.
Oh, you're
changing my call.
No, you can't.
I just did.
What he
That's
just did.
how hot.
Dude, I'll let him take.
No,
much-
wait,
Let
no
him
way.
take that. Utah?
What's the hot punishment then? Come on, if you're gonna change it after you went on the record, what's the hot punishment? All right, man. I'm just saying.
So
there
you
needs
really
to be
think
something.
you're feeling good? What?
No, you're not feeling good. You're just like
I want to be
excited.
hopeful. I'm excited.
I am excited too.
I think we like thinking about the players that we have, and maybe I'm naive
You're naive.
to Washington's players because I know they
Washington
have a lot
did
of
well
really
last
good
year.
players.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about who we have. So
I think we have good players. Do our coaches believe?
yeah, we have a new OC.
Bush.
Bush. I don't even know where the hell Bush is. Dude, although
He's in the
Bush,
practice facility.
he coached for Washington for a while.
He did.
Jacked it up there,
I
dude.
think
He
he
did
kinda
bad.
got fired there,
Yeah, he
man.
did bad.
So we love him. Bring him home.
Yeah, I don't know,
Bring him-
man.
he was
We'll
a backup.
see.
Let's use him
Dude.
to beat them.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
we
would
have-
be sweet for him. He'd love that, I'm sure.
We get all the backup coach Harson, Sanford,
Yeah.
Bush Hamden. We get a bunch of backup QBs
Works for
as
me.
our coaches.
That works for me. That's fine.
Yeah, I think next week we're definitely diving in a little bit deeper to actual football, right?
Yeah,
The-
we'll talk
the
about
football
the
game.
Washington matchup
Okay.
next week.
Yeah, I did see.
Give our expert analysis.
came
on-
across, came across this week though. Their starting running back is out for the year.
Oh,
Washington's.
I'll take that.
So I mean, not going to hurt.
Like,
but
take credit
I
for that, or
guarantee-
you'll take it?
Sure,
I'll accept
yeah.
it.
Here's the funny thing about Boise State football. Every year, week 1, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 offensive linemen out for the year. We don't know
Dude,
why.
you know, but the last few years, the injury, and you've been a big proponent on injury
Something-
because every week it's like you don't find out till like kickoff.
How many starting lineup rotations do we have with the offensive line?
There's going to be at least one of them out. I guarantee it. There's going to be a starting corner. There's always something happens in camp. And that's probably with every team, but it's so frustrating.
Like one game, the right guard snapping the ball. The next game, it's like the
And
tight end.
that always goes well.
It always goes really well.
All right.
Injury stuff sucks, dude. That sucks. Well, that's a wrap. Episode 2 in the books. Who won, shirts or skins?
We were all shirts. So
We
I'll
need to
give
start
it the
picking
Skins
sides.
today.
We need to start picking sides up front.
Okay.
And there needs to be a hot punishment if you lose. Dude, whatever punishment is, it better be hot.
Washington, if we don't play Idaho, you're in a hot punishment territory, dude. You're in a hot punishment territory. Okay? And if we lose to Washington, Matt, you're in a tough
Bring it.
spot.
Cold punishment, hot punishment.
No. We're gonna make
I
you
can
sweat
go
it
either-
out in the
I'll
steam.
go
You'll
either
go
way.
either way. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.